There was rumors that they had destroyed every single copy of Interstellar 70 millimeter IMAX film reels because Paramount is the dumbest company out there. They delete their own stuff off of their streaming services. They told Scorsese no, almost ruined Annihilation, almost killed YouTube, and are now destroying themselves because they don't know how to actually get funding as they move to Skydance. They almost had another doozy on them here, and I think part of it is still kind of true.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan's Interstellar was supposed to have its re-release for its 10-year anniversary. We just did a 2014 video. A bunch of classics getting their re-releases this year, especially with the latter half of the year arriving. Definitely go check out that video to get a refresh of all the good stuff that came out. I do think they destroyed some stuff because there's no reason for it to be pushed for December. Other than they're claiming it has to do with the home release, which is already out at home.
Yeah, so there's this rumor that was going around on, I think, Twitter, I believe, that at some point Paramount destroyed their original IMAX 70 millimeter prints of Interstellar, and that the re-release is going to be significantly smaller because it will only be able to include the copies of the film reel that various movie theaters have saved over the years. And for people who don't know, an IMAX film reel is even larger than your average film reel, so it is not exactly the easiest thing to store. However, you'd think that a company like Paramount, which is literally worth billions of dollars, which produced this film, which literally made more than $1 billion, might prioritize archiving this film. Yet that is not sort of par for the course for Paramount.
Why would it be?
If you know, apparently in the late 80s or early 90s, and shouts to Bill Abiri who tweeted this, and that's how I found about it. Paramount junked all of their 70 millimeter prints for the Tom Cruise film Days of Thunder, and that's how the last remaining 70 millimeter print of Days of Heaven got destroyed. So this is not exactly a company that is putting the preservation of art at the forefront of their decision making.
I think Paramount is probably the worst company that's out there. Like that is my thoroughly educated opinion on Paramount.
Yeah.
We've discussed it so many times in the past, and I do agree. Wear and tear is a thing that's going to happen to these movies. It makes sense, but for them all to be destroyed, that'd be like saying your McDonald's or whatever food company going, it was hard to keep the burgers frozen. You know, they need to be refrigerated. Yeah, and that is your job. Like, you literally have logistics to do that. You are a movie company. You are the people who are supposed to know how to take care of this. And they just didn't care for it. And I think they must be shooting themselves in the foot just from the idea of going, is it really that special? And now you look back on it, it's not even a renaissance that happened with somebody else. It's the same damn filmmaker. How do you not have his movie from 10 years ago ready to go? I told you, I'm ready to see Dunkirk because I never got the chance to see it properly. We just did it for Tenet, which was, just 2 years ago. This was going to be a massive re-release. Interstellar is that movie for so many people. We talked about it with our 2014 bracket, and we even got into it when discussing a lot of the Nolan movies. For people, this is at the top of the list. Bad all around, bro.
Yeah. It's certainly depressing. You know, Interstellar is like a film that I think is particularly elevated by getting to see it big.
It was my first 70 millimeter IMAX screening, and I didn't even realize it at the time. I just knew he had said, watch it like this. So I was like, I don't know what that means. Let's do it. And I almost had a heart attack. That theater don't exist anymore. And damn, I didn't think the reels were almost not going to exist anymore either.
Damn.
Well, that's why it's important to keep these things. I know in, I guess peers news, his collaborator, Zack Snyder, has talked about how he keeps a copy of all his film reels for that specific reason. He pays for the storage where you keep them cool, and he's got a copy for every single one of his movies in the highest quality possible. But that's Zack Snyder. Not everybody else gets the opportunity to get a print, much less be able to take care of it, Well, at least they found something. There's something out there, and it should be coming out in December. I am excited for it. I will definitely be making a trip out to go see that somewhere in 70.
Me too, wherever we got to go.
Andy Kaufman, and it makes me think, is he not just Andy Kaufman playing Jim Henson?
Jim Henson? Maybe.
I didn't even know about that, but that's just going to be my bit. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Funny.